Sing out, let it ring. The world is waiting for our song. Oh, we're connected by heart. The wireless connected. Feel the energy flow.
Welcome to the playlist right here on the wireless, and I'm your boy LT Lakes, and I'm super excited today because I am joined by one of South Africa's rising stars, Liam Tuffy, and this guy has just been paving, his way into the music with tracks that the name of the track that we just opened right now, which is titled "Here with Me." Liam Tuffy, welcome to the show. It's so great to have you here.
Thank you, Lakes. Thank you. Happy to be here.
Oh,
I'm excited.
I'm excited. We've been waiting. Hey, we've been waiting to have this conversation with you. Can you just fill us in, man? Give us a little bit of what your journey, what you're all about, and how did you even get into music? Was even music your thing way back?
It started way back at the age of 3. I started playing drums, and then I was self-taught. Then COVID hit, and I thought, let me learn how to play guitar and piano, because I did have it lying around. I just never had time to try and learn the instrument, And then I started learning that during COVID. And then in school, all the way through to school, I was just a sporty guy. No one knew that I was into music or anything like that, even though I was writing my own songs behind the scenes. And then last year I released Here With Me, which we just heard now, my first single. And from there it's kind of just picked up. It wasn't really a thing of I want to release it to be famous or anything. But it just, I don't know, people took a catch to it, and now I'm here.
No. I remember even the first time me hearing it, I was like, whoa, this is like a way dope. I mean, I want to find out, take me back, what are some of the artists that inspired you when you were just as a small lighty?
I think growing up, the first big artist I saw at the age of 7 was Majozi.
Okay.
When he had just released Darling. So he was actually just starting out when I was 7. And I got the privilege to meet him at that age. And I remember the day I met him, I was like, I'd want to one day maybe be where he is, And then I've also followed artists like Bradley Will Simpson from the UK, Meeting of the Vamps, and then, lots of Prime Circle, lots of different bands. My parents also introduced me back into the 80s when I was growing up. So I always had music all around me, growing up, in the car, at home, whatever I was doing, there was always music playing. And then, I always had a passion for it. And then I just never took that step to see what it could do for me. I was more so on the sporty side.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then when you mentioned that, what sort of things that clicked to you, I want to do this thing right now?
I think just the feeling you get when you listen to songs, to the way it makes you feel. Different songs you can bring out different emotions.
Yeah.
And I think it's also, even now writing songs, it's always a fun journey to think about what different people feel, because everyone's different and the interpretation to the song is different.
Yeah.
I think just the way it makes you feel as well.
So you from also Cape Town, and then you moved all the way this side. I mean, what role did Cape Town play in sparking the love of music to you, and how did Port Elizabeth or GQ actually, change that perspective when it comes to how you songwriting, how you even get to record?
Yeah, I think in Cape Town it's a very different scene as opposed to Port Elizabeth.
Okay.
There's a lot of Afrobeat and rappers that side, and I did try that at the age of 13. And it wasn't for me. I didn't have that flow. And then I came to PE and I saw Bushle, who's a good friend of mine now. And I saw what he did with his indie folk vibe. And I thought, I could actually do that, because I know how to play guitar. I know how to do this. So I was like, okay, I'm not going to rap or try and rap anymore.
Yes.
I'm going to, it's a different scene, I guess, as opposed to Cape Town is a bit more upbeat rap, Afro vibe, even though you do get those artists that do the pop side of things. It's just being able to find them. And then PE is a bit more laid back, in the sense of its music, and how different it is as opposed to Cape Town. Yeah.
Oh, that's brilliant. That's brilliant. And also, let's talk about your music now. The song that we open it up with, which is Here With Me. And there's also another song, which is Dance, which is one of my favorite. And then, of course, Nice to Meet You. I mean, how do these songs, reflect the different, stages in your life? And what was going through your mind when you were?
So it's actually a funny story. I have friends in Joburg, the Saxby twins, who are also artists.
Yes.
And they when I started out, when I said I want to do this music thing now, they're like, you need to take people on a journey, your listeners, you know. So Here With Me, I wrote about basically, so the backstory of Here With Me is my grand passed away about 4 years ago. And I wasn't really close to her growing, like the older I got. And I actually just realized that we need to cherish the moments with our loved ones. And then also Here With Me. So I'm starting this journey. It's lovely to have you listeners here with me, which is like the backstory. Let's drive and listen to my music. Then nice to meet you. Now that you're part of this journey, it's nice to meet you. Nice to have you with me. And now that we know each other, let's dance. So that's the whole picture behind it. So yeah.
I want you to take me also through your song process when you're writing. What comes to mind? Is it the beat first? Is it an idea? Is it a lyrics? Or is it a melody? What really gets into that process when you know, I want to start writing?
It usually starts, I usually think to myself, what message am I trying to get across? And in what sense? Am I trying to give an upbeat song with a strong message, or a slower song that's more intimate for people to actually dwell in and listen to? So I usually start with just playing my guitar, chords or piano, getting that melody, the tune, and seeing how it makes me feel and how it might make listeners feel. I'll call my brother or my sister or my parents in to come and listen. How does it make them feel? Because everyone's perspective is different. And then from there, I'll start writing and thinking about how can I make this another masterpiece or something people can listen to.
And then with that, what's your feel? What's your vibe when you're writing songs? Do you write at night, or is it more of like you need to be in a space where you're just like, I'm inspired, surrounded by nature? What's the feel?
It's funny, actually. I could be sitting watching TV midday, any time of the day. Could just jump up and grab an instrument and just start. Something might just click in my head, a melody, and everyone will be watching TV, and I jump up and go play on an instrument or something like that. So it comes at different stages. It's like almost like popcorn. It just pops up into my head.
It just happens.
Yeah, it just happens.
Love that. And then what are some of the biggest challenges that you would say as a young person in the music industry, and you're also just trying to find your feet? What are some of those challenges that you currently?
I think most of the challenges that I face is being able to stay encouraged. Because obviously, you see, I've got a couple of friends like Ben Rodriguez and guys like Bushley that have already made it, but they've also taken that journey. It might have been a shorter one. For some, it's a shorter one. For some, it's longer. And it's just staying encouraged and taking the time to know, like, one day, hopefully I will get there. So that's the main challenge I face every day, and just staying positive each day.
Love that. And I just want to, since we're speaking of that, what would you say that's one thing that you have learned about yourself since you started this journey?
I've learned that I do have patience, because I know growing up I never had patience. I just wanted things now to happen straight away. And doing this whole journey, I've actually realized that the longer you wait, it might be for a reason, you know. There might be a reason why you're waiting a bit longer, which is, I've learned patience.
So you opened for some of the, South African biggest artists as of now. Tell me what was going through that experience, you being the opening act, and who were those artists? The week I released Here With Me, my debut single, I opened for the Saxby Twins from Joburg. And that was very daunting. I was like, what the heck? And then I waited a couple months, and then I opened for Bushley, which was also pretty fun. And then it went to opening for Matthew Mole, which was probably the biggest that I've done now, or one of the biggest that I've done now. That was scary, but I had already been performing now for quite some time, because this was last year, August. So I was nervous just because the standard was so high. It's Matthew Mole, and then at the same time, in the moment, it was fun, and all the butterflies were away, and I got to share the stage with him singing "Take Yours." And now we're good friends. I saw him again in December. He came back to PE and performed at Something Good. Yes. I remember
and
that.
that's just before. Just after I got back from Cape Town. I was there for 4 months, and coming back from Cape Town that same week, I opened for Will Lindley at the Music Kitchen. So it's all like the friend group's growing. Those bigger guys are helping me out when I need it. but I don't lean on them too much just because I also want to do it by myself. But some questions I may have and stuff, they're always open to helping me, and I'm
Yeah.
very grateful for that.
Oh man, you sound as if you were very busy this festive season.
Yeah.
It was the ins and the outs.
Yeah.
For someone who's actually listening to your music for the first time, what message would you want them to feel or receive at that moment?
I feel like whatever space they're in,
Yeah.
I want them to feel joy. You know, I want joy to come to their hearts, positivity. I know at the moment South Africa, there's lots of things going on
Yeah.
where that we can't control, and it's not, some of it's negative, some of it's positive, but as you listen to my music, I want listeners to feel joy, joyful, and yeah.
And we definitely feed off to that. I want to find out what's next. Are we expecting an EP very soon? A whole bit of, like, tell me what's next. What's happening?
Yo, there is a lot. So I'm going to start off with, so I just finished a tour
Okay.
locally called Around the Bay. So I did pop-up shows each week at a different venue in PE. And it was free entry.
Okay.
So when I do pop-up tours, it's always free. And now I'm hoping to do another tour, not around the Bay, but I want to start getting into the high schools,
Okay.
or even the primary schools,
Nice.
and kind of raising awareness for the youth. We're still thinking of a name, something about unspoken youth or something like that. And then I've got a show also for another youth foundation,
Nice.
somewhere around here in PE. And then music-wise, I've got a single releasing in about a week, next week,
Yes.
called Does Love Last Forever? It's a bit of more of an intimate song, more slow. And that's, exciting. And then after that, the EP will come. So I'm working on the EP now.
Oh, that's fantastic. And this will be your first EP if you get to receive. Did you?
Yes,
Oh,
it'll be
okay.
my debut EP.
Oh, that's fantastic. That's fantastic. Excited. Where can people find you? Physically or socially? Or where can they even catch your shows?
Socially on Liam Tuffy, all platforms, Instagram, Spotify, anywhere. And then for shows, keep an eye out on my socials, and then also Bands in Town. There's a app, or if you Google Bands in Town,
Okay.
if you just follow me on there, you'll get all the venues that I'm at.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for just pulling
Thank you.
through and having this quick conversation with me.
Thank you.
Such a pleasure.
The wireless connected, feel the energy flow.